Good morning class. Today we start with our next topic of unit number 5, that is JDBC configuration. Before this chapter we had started and we had given the introduction about the JDBC and what are the different drivers we are using to manage the one connection with our Java application with JDBC. And we had also discussed with what is the Java API. So today we start with JDBC configuration. So basically JDBC configuration is the process of establishing JDBC driver. It means you are just installing the JDBC driver file in your system and you are building the one JDBC connection pool. After designing the connection, you are registering the JDBC resources. By using these resources, you can utilize your application. Your application is your Java application. So one of the software components that make it possible for Java application to interface with the database server is known as a JDBC driver. So guys, here there are two different things. One is your Java application and second is your Java application connected with the database. So your database, here in my system I had installed the database as a Oracle. So I will check the JDBC driver for Oracle database. If you are using the JDBC driver for MySQL, then you will check the JDBC driver for the MySQL. So a logical name that correspond to real database connection is referred to JDBC resource as well. If we configure one JDBC driver, then we necessary to give the database type. So it's a mandatory part, and I will always write first which kind of database I am using. After that I will put the username. So guys, what is the meaning of here username and password? What are these values? Showing that if you log in your database, then you always enter your credential. So if I use Oracle, then I will use the workspace name, then username and password. So I must write such kind of the credential in the JDBC configuration. The base path, class path, and where I had put the jar folders. So these are the basic utility when we establish the connection. When we connect our application with the JDBC by using JDBC with our database, then we must write such kind of the things. And at the back end I will set the class path. So JDBC driver must be configured in the class path of the web server before you can exercise application that use JDBC. So again the thing is same. If you want to update your class path, then you must go with the class path folder where you had installed the JDBC driver. So let's check. Practically I will show how we will check the class path and update the class path value. Okay guys, so for updating the class path, first go with advanced, view advanced, advanced variable, this one. In this variable I will check environment variables. So this is your advanced variable settings in which you will check environment variables. So guys, this is my environment variables. Inside that, here you are seeing that some are the system variables. How many number of processors are there, what is the name of OS, what is the path, extension, what is the class path. So this is our important part. What is showing? You must update this class path. So how I will set this one. I had already done this with class path. So if you want to check or you want to update or create the new class path, just go to the new. Here you will write the class path, and the value of variable is what? You will paste whole path and then press the OK. And if you want to see this class path, then just click double click here. So if you want to browse the directory, then it will showing the graphical directory path where you are kept this driver files. Okay, done. So in this scenario, it's showing that we can use the third party JDBC driver. Company also provide. If I am using the Oracle database, then Oracle database driver files also provided by the Oracle company. And if you are using the MySQL, then they also provide the MySQL JDBC driver files, and you can use the third party JDBC driver. So here is the point base is the third party JDBC driver file. So how we will configure such kind of the JDBC with our application? So what is the step? Install and configure point based JDBC driver. Step 1 is you must use JDBC driver point base specifically. So what is the process? We have given this URL. Download and install point base server and client product. It means you are focusing on the point base specifically. So first, by using this point base URL, you will download its server and client products. Now you want to add type 4 JDBC driver, and you want to update the class path of web server, and we will follow the next step. So what I will do, if I want to open and download this file and update with the web server, then first open the server -instance /config/server.xml. So for the web server instance, I will open this file. Now what I will do next, add the location of point based driver. So whatever the location I had found, I will add this location in the class path suffix. After that, we want to start the database server. For starting the database server, we will follow the two steps. First, I will check what kind of the operating system I am using. If I am using Windows OS, at that time I will use point base install directory in the angular bracket. If it is okay, then you will use tool/server/start server.bat file. Or if you are using your Linux OS, then just execute point base --install direct dir /tool server/start server.sh. So what kind of the file you will execute, it will depend upon the Windows and Linux OS. So if you are using the Linux, then you will execute the shell script file, and if you want to access Windows OS for the database server, then at that time you will use the bat file. So guys, these all files will be responsible to start your database server. Once your database server would be started, then you can write your code in the Java application, and that application will access the facility of your database, the tables in your database. So here we had showing the third party application, and if I want to show my system, then you can see here, this is your database. So here you are saying that we have given the one kind of the graphical options, GUI options, we can write the start, or we can click on the start database, we can click on the stop database. And if you are running this your SQL in the command line, then we can open this command line window to run the SQL queries. So we have such kind of the facility to run queries using the Oracle database. So where I had installed these kind of the files, I will show in my system. Okay guys, so this is my drive file, your C drive. Inside the C drive you can see this is the Oracle folder. Inside the Oracle XE version, you can get all the data related to your Oracle product. That is your admin folder. Inside this product you can check the version, what kind of the version I am using Oracle. That is 11.2.0. Inside this you can check the server and all the supported files, all the library files that is used to execute your queries, to connect with the database to other application. Such kind of the folders are responsible. So this is your main library, and in the server you can check the folder library, lib. So various kind of the folders you can check here. And if you want to see the Oracle, then I will use Oracle application on my system. Yes, you can see here, this is your Oracle Express Edition. So here you are seeing that it's showing the IP. So what is the IP? Proxy IP 127.0.0.1, port number 8080, APX. Next, this is the complete value for the Oracle, and I will use the application express. So this is the login credential. I will click on that part. Now I already have account. So before that I had already created that account. So you can see here, this is my login panel, where I will enter the workspace name, username and password. When I click on the login, then your workspace open here, and you want to write the one kind of the you want to create the database tables in this Oracle. Just use the SQL database. So these are the predefined files. So this is the environment, workspace, SQL workspace, we can say workshop. So I will write the query here, click on the run, then result will be available here. So guys, I can also execute the PL/SQL queries. So before accessing this Oracle, you must know this environment, database environment. Fine. So I am skipping this part. Now my target is that if you want to execute your Java application, your Java code, and you do not want to access that interface, Oracle interface, graphical interface, and you want to execute your application with Oracle database table, and you want to show your Oracle database result on your terminal, on your command prompt, at that time we will always deal with the such kind of the environment variables and such kind of the configuration file. So this is the important part. Whenever we go for the any kind of the application, Java application with the database connectivity using JDBC, we always focus on first JDBC driver. So you must know what is the meaning of JDBC driver and why we use such kind of the drivers. So later on I will execute the one code, and I will show how we set all kind of the parameter after installing the JDBC configuration file. So I think you had got some basic idea regarding to your JDBC driver. Okay class, thank you, have a nice day.